This is Debbie Hoover, and I wanted to spend just a few minutes talking to you about determination. Recently in the Iditarod race up in Alaska, a dog named May got loose from her team. And most of you wouldn't think anything of that. You'd just say, hey, come here, May, and let's get back and let's get going. But May's real timid and real scared, and instead of coming back to the team, she took off, and nobody could catch her. Now, the first time that she made this trip, she came across the mountain range in over several hundred miles with 15 other dogs and her musher showing her the way. And he was responsible for making sure that she had food and rest and was taken care of, and they were together on this journey. But when she got loose, all of a sudden she's by herself. And she had to make this trip by herself. Now, instead of just stopping where she was, she turned around and headed back the way that she came. She went back home. And, that's fine, but you have to understand that it was several hundred miles with nobody showing her the way, nobody to stop and tell her to take rest, nobody to give her any food, completely 100% by herself, back over a mountain range, across the rivers, and across the vast emptiness of Alaska, by herself. Now, when you think about her determination and what it took for her to do this, you have to look at yourself and wonder, what would you do in a position like this? If you were taken by the hand, brought through, several hundred miles of terrain and taken care of the whole way, and now all of a sudden you're separated from the rest of the group, you're by yourself. Now, in business, you have to look at this in perspective as well. We start out, we've got company, we've got people showing us what to do. In most businesses, you've got people holding your hand and telling you what to do. And then all of a sudden, you're by yourself. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to tuck your tail, turn and hide in a corner somewhere? Are you going to get up? Are you going to get going? And are you going to build your business? I had to ask myself this question several times. There's been times when I wanted to just turn off the TV, turn off the computer, turn on the TV, sit back, relax, and just do nothing. And it's easier to do that than it is to go out there and try and build this business. So what I want to ask you is, what are you doing when you're faced with the moments when you want to quit? What are you doing, and how are you getting past that? Are you turning tail and hiding in a cave? Or are you getting up, getting on the trail, getting out there and doing what you have to do to get where you want to go? I encourage you to really think about what your motives are and why you're doing the things you're doing and why you're building your business. And if you're seriously wanting to build a business that gets you free from your job, then take it seriously. Look at the link below. Join us. We'd love to have you with us. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for spending time with me.